Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. This is another video for Richard. Hi Richard. This is an album war where you sort of do like a mini review of a couple of albums and at the end decide which you prefer. So it's just preference thing. There's no right or wrong answer. Two are legendary bands that Richard has, he wants me to put one album of one band up against another album of another band and two very well-known albums. So here we go, Richard, and everyone else who's interested. Now, the first one he wants me to put up is the debut from Led Zeppelin from 1969. Led Zeppelin self-titled. Iconic cover there. A very important album in rock history, the birth of Led Zeppelin. Yeah, so it's quite an iconic album, as is this one from 1971. Who's Next by The Who. So this should be interesting. Well, I'll just talk a bit about both albums. So one is the debut from Zeppelin. The other one is the fifth studio album from The Who. And we'll go to Led Zeppelin first because that came out first. We'll talk a bit about that and then we'll go to The Who and then I'll talk my favourite tracks and not so favourite tracks and then I'll tell you what I think, what I prefer. So it's just preferences. One, I might pick one, somebody might like prefer the other album. Fair enough. So here we go. So it opens with Good Times, Bad Times. This is great drums from John Bonham on this song. Great vocal from Plant and the whole band actually. It's a good rocky number. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's just like, under 3 minutes and but I reckon it's a good track. I've always enjoyed it. I've always enjoyed the track. And I think it's a real good song. Now, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. This is the folky acoustic Zeppelin. But they stretch it out a bit here in about over 6.5 minutes. It's well done. The vocal's amazing. His voice plant on this is amazing. One of his best vocal albums, I would say. A song that I always like Without Loving, but it's good. It's got its light and shade, the slow parts and the fast, and it quickens up. If you like folky, acoustic Zeppelin, which I like a lot of acoustic Zeppelin, folky too, you'll like it. But I think it's good. A lot of people really love it. That's fair enough. But I think it's just good for me. You Shook Me is them doing the slow blues. This is where I'm not real big on them. Very blues, slow blues guitar, and it's sort of very slow. A lot of people like it, but yeah, it's not for me, not my sort of thing. Dazed and Confused is next. A very psychedelic sounding song. And it just crushes. I love that. I've always loved Dazed and Confused. No matter what I say about some of the other tracks on here, I always love Dazed and Confused. It just crushes, and it's I don't know. It's just hard to beat that song when the way it's done. Now side two, Your Time Is Gonna Come. Sounds like a bit of a trippy hippie sort of track. I like the way it starts, but I don't like where it goes in the end, if you know what I'm saying. But it's okay. Black Mountain Side, a good instrumental from Page featuring Page's guitar playing. It's good. It fits in well with the album. I really like Communication Breakdown in the vein of Good Times, Bad Times, maybe a bit harder. Good rocky number, and it's quite a short track too. I Can't Quit You, Baby, again, back to that slow bluesy thing. I prefer Zeppelin when they're later on when they get to the more rock and roll, the blues, but certain tracks, I love. This is not my favorite Zeppelin album. I'll say that, but it's a good album for me. A lot of people love it. Fair enough. How Many More Times? One of the better songs on here. It's got that blues, but it's not really slowed down or anything, and it's quite epic. It goes for about 8 minutes. I think That and Days to Confuse and Good Times, Bad Times would be my favorite on this album. Always been a Zeppelin album. If people ask me, I say, oh, it's a good album. Yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. There are some stuff I like on here, but that is Led Zeppelin, the first album. Now, this one is Who's Next by The Who. Iconic album as well, 9 tracks. Bubba O'Reilly it starts off with. Quite that distinctive, that keyboardy synthesized work to start it off, and it's quite iconic. It's quite dynamic too when the vocals come in, the drums, and it really is one of their greatest tracks. Love it, love it, love it. Bargain, fantastic rocking song, fantastic song by The Who. They're really on top of their game on that one. Love Ain't For Keeping, a little bit slowed down, a little on the acoustic side, but still got that rock pop feel, which I like. My Wife's a John Entwistle song, love this too. I reckon it's very catchy and fun. Really like it. Song Is Over, where Daltrey and Townsend do both vocals. Such melancholy and such, it's just the ending just climax beautifully. It's just fantastic. Getting in Tune, another good one, another good track. What do you say? Going Mobile, fun track. Pete Townsend on the vocals, love it. Really good track. I always like that one. And Behind Blue Eyes, everyone knows that. A slow song, acoustic song. Love that one. And Won't Get Filled Again, well, everyone knows that one. You know, it's a classic song, love it. So, as you can tell, I pretty much love the whole album. And when I did my top 10 albums of all time, this was in there. So, it's no surprise what I'm going to go for. Out of these two, I'm going to go for that one. Not a hard decision, this one for me. A good album, but for this one is really one of my favorites ever, I must say. So, yeah, I love Zeppelin, don't get me wrong. I love Physical Graffiti, is one of the greatest albums. House of the Holy and Zep 3 and Zep 4. Love Zep 4, always love Zep 4. I even love In Through the Outdoor. And 2 I like. I like more albums better than 2 though, but I do like it. But Zeppelin's great, yeah, but if you're putting these 2 albums against each other, that's the winner for me. Who's next? Do you agree or disagree? Comment down below, subscribe, and all those things. I hope you enjoy this video, Richard, and I'd like to see what you think. But yeah, I think the Who album is pretty, it's like a flawless album to me. It's like, I say, even like if you compare it to Led Zeppelin, like a Led Zeppelin 4 or Back in Black or by AC/DC, something like that. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, subscribe, talk about these 2 bands down below, and hope you enjoy it. And thumbs up and subscribe, please. Thank you very much. Bye for now.